Hey everyone, this is Sam from PrismScroll, and we're finally back after my computer being gone for 5 days and me going crazy because I couldn't do anything. It was rather tragic. But we're back. We're here. We made some good progress today. So today's kind of come back and get right into programming is about the DM app, as you can see here. So I'll kind of run through some of the changes and fixes that came about with that. So first off, you'll see that I kind of changed I'm going to start making the menus more consistent. So the same order, colors, just so that if you have both apps, you're comfortable with what you're pressing and stuff like that. One of the major changes is the new calculator. So we moved away from finally the old one. And we got the new calculator here, which will be good. You can access it from the main menu inside a campaign, and then inside the screen as well. There will be a calculator DM screen tile, so that is good. Inside the creator, we added some changes, so some fixes to custom monster creation. So basically, um, added the page controller there at the bottom to tell you how many pages there are. And then there's some fixes with the hit point roll so that you can do things over 100, because when you get to some of the higher level monsters, they need over 100 the extra base. So there's that. There was also a fix where if you had a stat that was lower than 3, then it wasn't showing up at the end. This has been fixed. So basically where that came from was when you do standard roll, the lowest you can get is technically 3. So that's I was filtering that, and that's why it was like that before that. So now I'm just doing anything that is above 0, because as far as I know, I don't think there's any monster or whatever. You're not supposed to have 0 in any skill. So basically anything above 0 is going to register and show up in this screen or in the stat screen over here. So fix that. Fixed a couple things with the giant badger. I keep saying beaver. I don't know why. And then you'll see here for the batch, we're starting to get over to how the player app and a little bit more functionality here. So you can, export all at once, or you can, select all of a certain type. And then I think, as you guys know, we're getting into making sure you know where something came from. So separating Unearthed Arcana from canon stuff. So basically, some of the toggle options are going to be select all canon items or select all Unearthed Arcana items and things like that. So there's that. And then let's see. And then the last thing was the initiative tracker. Basically, I added, you'll see 2 buttons there next to the hit points. And basically, once you create your person or whatever, let's say their initiative is really bad. There's me. And then you'll create them. When you edit them again, so let's say you're running your initiative, you can use these buttons to subtract or add, hit points, so like when they die or whatever, and then boom. Now that I think about it, it'd be kind of cool if they do go negative, you have like a pop-up that says remove from initiative, or I don't know, maybe add the dead unconscious icon or something. That would be kind of interesting. But at the moment, it's basically just adding that little simple math in there. So that is what we did for the DM app. That is being reviewed as we speak. So that should be available tomorrow sometime. So we'll be back to our normal everyday vlogging schedule. So stay tuned. I did get a little bit of work done on the player app as well today. I can kind of show some of that. Basically, something that I was working on was, it's not going to show up here. But I was changing the spell screen to be more like the journal. So if you use the journal in the new the digital sheet, you'll see that you can actually scroll up so that you're only seeing journal entries. So that's what I'm going to do with spells, so that wizards, people have a ton of spells. That spell thing is going to go all the way to the top, and maybe we add a search bar or something like that. But I mean, it's really important to be able to see all your spells, and it being cut off at all is kind of a hassle. So I'll be doing that for spells and for equipment as well. So basically that equipment box at the top is going to hide behind it's going to scroll up. And then basically the whole table of equipment is going to take up the whole thing, but you can scroll back and forth between them, like I said, just like the journal. So basically, you have this quick notes up here, but you can also, let's say you have a ton of notes down here. It's going to let you be able to see those better, or only focus on those. So I think that will be a nice improvement. So that is where we are. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to finish up this for the equipment and spells, and then I'm going to be going straight into custom feature caching. So basically with custom features, I think I mentioned it in the last video I did, is it's adding a lot more calculations. It's looking for a lot more things at once. So it's added a lot of time to open the sheet. So I'm going to try to see if I can make that faster, or and also it added some crashes because it's just doing way too much work when you create a character. It's just doing so many calculations when you switch between races and things, because it's calculating the stat bonuses and skill bonuses, and the max your stat can be, like let's say it goes over 20. It's doing so much more work. So now it's just like it's crashing sometimes just because it has too many things to do. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So we'll see that. But sounds good. Thanks for watching, and I'm glad to be back. Almost freaked out, but all right, later.